Hey, what's good, y'all? What's good, man? This is the narrator once again, Mr. O. And first thing first, before I start this little video commentary, little brief one. I'm on the move right now. Let me wish a happy Father's Day to all the real brothers out there that's getting out there and holding it down and stuff like that. When I mean holding it down, I mean like doing what you're supposed to be doing. Being the head of the household, maintaining the household, keeping the black family structure in check, because I'm starting to see a lot of that now recently and stuff like that, with the continuous onslaught of the entity known as white supremacy, or I call it white Caucasian racism, because I try not to use less and less of that word, because white is not a nationality nor race, and two, ain't nothing supreme about them crackers, because they too busy trying to be like us, but they hate us at the same time. But that's a whole nother show. Anyway, so happy Father's Day, to all the brothers like that. To us to be better leaders, we got to start being better men in our community, and start by being better men. And once you ascertain that skill and master that skill and stuff, then you can go ahead and start being better leaders. So I'm just gonna put that up out the way right now. Now with that said, let me get on into this with that. Two things I wanted to talk about. One, I was just watching Professor Black Truth's video on about his take about with Black Panther, and I started to see now what Jason Black was talking about. What's up, fellas? I started to see what Jason Black was talking about when he mentioned about the a brother. I seen the picture of the brother sitting up there, wearing a suit, and he got a fucking plate in his lip. I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this shit? He doing this in 2017? Yeah. Now, yeah, I know, Black Panther, y'all still gonna go and see it. I know it's got an all-black cast, black director, blah, blah, blah. But still, though, it's still funded by Disney. And, Walt Disney being the pedophile that he was, this is their still perception of what they think about like they were black folks. But I'm gonna jump back on there with that later, because I'm gonna watch that again. But the big thing I want to talk about is how Bill Cosby, his trial ended in a mistrial again. And then you got this old cracker DA that's on a bench, he's butthurt in his feelings and stuff like that. And they can't even get nothing like that. See, the thing about with this is how it happens when you get into bed with these motherfuckers, man. They only doing this is not only try to ruin the legacy, because back in the late 90s, that Bill Cosby was planning on buying NBC. We know that. That's what led to the death of his son, Enos Cosby, back in 97. Okay? And then the next thing you know, when he decided he was gonna come back and get another network and stuff, then that's when all these stupid ass allegations started to come out, goddamn glass, saying, bringing broads, white women from 30, 40, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, saying, oh, Bill Cosby raped me, the drug, the Quaaludes and all that shit like that. Nah, I seen all the jokes, I seen all the memes. I even seen some cats when I was hanging out at the little bar and all that stuff, where white guy was up here. I guess he was trying to strike a conversation, and he tried to make the little Quaalude joke and try to make a joke. So like I say, you gotta deal with it like that, because see, for one thing with me, I don't put nothing past no cracker whatsoever. I don't care how much friendly they try to be or whatever like that. Well, he may come off there to be cute and a joke. I don't find that shit funny anyway. What I find funny though is Bill Cosby beat them the jury ended a mistrial, and these motherfuckers butthurt and mad and shit like that. Because see, and you know, you got some of our people like that want to throw shade at Bill Cosby and stuff like that. Now, me personally, like I say, I grew up on Bill Cosby. I Spy, wake up every Saturday morning to watch Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. And you know, reason why I watched that, because it was always a message at the end. You know what I'm saying? Grew up on the Cosby Show. Grew up on all that. And Bill Cosby, whether people don't want to know it or not, man, he employed more black people than anybody else did. Now, my only thing I had an issue with was back in 2004 is when which what he said was actual facts about, you know, telling some of these dumbass niggas, young niggas to go, yeah, pull your pants up and, you know, stop acting a fool and all this stuff like that. But my biggest my issue was he did it in the presence of mixed company. You know, that's one thing we need to stop doing and start practicing. Don't get out there. We got a lot of problems in our community. Yeah, of course we do. What community doesn't? But ours is magnified 10 times more, by 10 folds. Then we getting ready to get out here and go ahead and trash our own kind in the presence of mixed company. I see it all the time wherever I go somewhere, whether I'm being on the train or whether I'm driving or whether I be at. You know, especially if it's somebody, you know, one of us who got a little title at the end of our last name. So to go ahead and show their little counterpart, their little Caucasian counterpart, how tough they is, they get out here and want to try to shame us just to think they're going to get brownie points or whatever. It's the same thing with some of these old black police officers that around here cooning and got their tap dancing shoes, got their bootlicking shoes on. You know, like as an Ice Cube say, don't let it be a black and a white one, because they slam you down to the street top. The black police showing out for a white cop. And that's actual fact. But like I said, when this came about, the first thing I said, you know what? That's karma coming back and biting them in the behind for throwing us under the bus in mixed company. But at the same time, do I believe Bill Cosby did all? Hell no. He ain't do none of that shit. And I was real happy to even see Felicia Rashad, not just Felicia Rashad, but also Rudy, you know, Keisha Knight-Pulliam. Yeah, she on code. She showing up there supporting Bill Cosby and stuff like that. Now, although her little fuck ass husband, the ex-football player, don't agree with it, but nigga, who the hell is you? Shoot. She being on code, and that's the way how we all should be. We see one of our own being wrongly accused of something that they know they didn't do and stuff like that, and they get, you know, we show up to that courtroom, we showing up in support with them. We standing right by their side, you know. It's just like here in Miami here, where you got the Cuban community, where, you know, you got Puerto Rican community and all this stuff. Like, all individually, they got their own little thing they want to do. But when they want to come for a greater good, they'll put that aside and come together for a bigger cause. Now, I showed this to some brothers and sisters, to young brothers and sisters. See, we take that. That's what we need to start to be applying. But yeah, so Bill Cosby court trial ended in a mistrial again. I think it's the second time, if I'm not mistaken. But see, this just goes to show you, like, you know, whites, when it comes down to the Caucasian Caucasian terrorists, you know, they don't take L's. They can't take an L. That just shows you how much of fuckboys they are. So you see this DA This cracker here, he trying to do everything he can to try to go ahead and come after Bill Cosby for every little thing like this. This is about ruining the man's legacy. This also, and yeah, you know, money is involved in this too. Because boy, they can't stand to see a nigga like this. See, and they words, oh man, who the hell this nigga think he is? Think he gonna be able to buy a media network? They don't want that. The small hats, they don't want that. But you know what? Shit, we just gonna have to wait and see. Man, this me. I'm out. I'll chat with y'all later.